Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online CFM game. We are now in week 4 of the 2021 season, which is season 3 in the Premier Madden League. Our Miami Dolphins have what I would call a rightfully so upset receiver in Deandre Hopkins. Even though D-Hop got his first touchdown of the season last week against the Cleveland Browns, it has been a very slow start for our 99 overall wide receiver that we traded Minkah Fitzpatrick, CeeDee Lamb, and a first round pick for. So yeah, D-Hop probably should be expecting the ball more, so we'll work on that this week. We'll also work on helping Jabril Cox get a development trait increase from normal to star. He's not asking for much, so we'll see if we can help out Cox. At the same time, though, we can't focus too much on that development trait because we really have to focus on our opponent this week, which is the Buffalo Bills. If you keep up with the story of our franchise, last season the Buffalo Bills were truly the thorn in our side, the team that we could not solve at the end of the season. The Bills ruined our season twice. First, in week 15, the Bills beat us and cost us a chance at winning the AFC East division, cost us a chance of getting a first round bye. Our Dolphins still made the playoffs though. We made it to the divisional round where we matched up against, yes, the Buffalo Bills, who, yes, knocked us out of the playoffs. So, at the very least, this week 4 game should be a measuring stick as far as where we are with this Dolphins team, because even though we are 3-0, which is the best start we have had in this franchise in our 3 years here, it's been a very weird start to the season. So we will see if we can calm things down a bit. Maybe rely on our rookies who are the reigning AFC Offensive and Defensive Player of the Weeks in Lynn J. Dixon and Caden Stearns. As we are underway, week 4 football. It's Monday Night Football in rainy Miami. It's Bills versus Dolphins. A big game early in the season in the AFC East division. The Bills start with the ball, and the Bills start mainly on the ground with RPOs and handoffs to Dalvin Cook. And if this sounds familiar, it is familiar because this was the game plan the Bills primarily stuck with in that divisional round game when it was raining in Buffalo. Or it was snowing in Buffalo, I should say. It was a snowstorm. It's raining in Miami. The conditions don't really favor passing, so the Bills are going to try to stay on the ground as long as they possibly can, and it's working out well for them so far as they set up the screen for Dalvin Cook out the backfield, but Cook not able to go anywhere. It's 3rd down and long, and now it's time for Josh Allen to do his thing. The superstar has a ton of time. So much time, but is anyone open? Yes, at the last second, it's Marquise Goodwin getting all the way to the 15-yard line. Perfect poise from Josh Allen, not crossing the line of scrimmage and keeping the play alive long enough to get Goodwin open. Now here's the Bills in the red zone. This time runs out for Allen. It's Derek Brown inside with the big loss. 3rd down and 19 for Allen, and he's just gonna get it off to Switzer, and Ryan Switzer he did not make the catch in bounds. Oh, that's gonna be blocked. The field goal is blocked by Young, recovered by Stearns, and Stearns is awkwardly running out of bounds, but the Miami Dolphins hold the Bills scoreless and get the ball at the 42-yard line. So what happened there was when I picked up the ball with Caden Stearns, my controller bugged out and I couldn't move with Caden Stearns. It just ran him out of bounds, or else that could have been an even bigger play for us. But nonetheless, we blocked the field goal with the rookie Avery Young, and the ball's out. Rookie Lynn J. Dixon coughing it up, but thankfully we fall on top of it. The drive stays alive. New set of downs for Tate with the time, looking for Hopkins, and D-Hop, he makes the catch. Oh, Deandre Hopkins bringing the Dolphins into the red zone, and right back out, it's Micah Hyde, who does leave his own end zone, nearly going coast to coast. A big couple of plays going around. A lot's happening right now early on in this game. A lot of action, and Caden Stearns nearly continued the chaos. That interception goes through his hands as Dalvin Cook gets the first down here. That was a big time turnover in the red zone. Pretty much inexcusable right there as far as, just trying to force that ball to DeAndre Hopkins, force feed our guy a little bit too much, and instead of getting at least a touchdown or a field goal, the Dolphins have 0 points. The Bills have 0 points because their field goal got blocked. And on 3rd down and 11, it's going to be Allen converting again on a 3rd and long. This time, Dalvin Cook out the backfield. He's got the first. The Bills are back at midfield as Caden Stearns looking to, well, enforce things around here. We don't want the Bills to run all over us, so we're going to send Caden Stearns at all of these running backs. The way Caden Stearns has been knocking dudes out left and right the last couple of weeks, this is good win on third down. He's got the catch, but not the first down. And on fourth down, the Bills are bringing out the field goal unit from 59 yards out in the rain. It's not good. Oh, it's short by a yard or two, and that decision is going to be costly because here come the Dolphins already at midfield with the ball. Now at the 39-yard line with Khalil Tate out route Colin Johnson, the second-year man out of Texas, the former first-round pick of the Dolphins, takes them to the 27-yard line. Here is Tate dancing. He's got all day. He's got some space to take off, and Khalil Tate, he can't do that, even though we haven't rushed with him much. He gets a nice gain. Second down, this is Lynn Dixon. There's a flag. It looks like it was a face mask, so not only a first down and goal at the 8-yard line for the Miami Dolphins. Dixon's lost it again, and this time they're not going to get it back. Grant Delpit, the safety out of LSU, gets the pop, the recovery, and the Bills from their own 1-yard line escaping. Then some. Dalvin Cook with a monster gain to the 24-yard line. Cook! Oh, Caden Stearns gonna make him think twice about making a move like that. That play's not even going to stand. It was a holding penalty before Cook got popped as Sammy Watkins gets the yardage back. It's going to be a second down and 8 regardless. Here comes Caden Stearns once again. Caden Stearns' presence has been immeasurable the last couple of weeks. It continues today. Third down and 4. Allen with the time. He's going downfield for Watkins, and that's intercepted by Ricardo Allen, the former Atlanta Falcon, involved in the Josh Rosen trade as Lynn Dixon continues to get the carries. Even though he's fumbled the ball twice, Dixon's going, and he's nearly got the first down. It was close, but it's a third down and 1. Here is Tate actually looking to pass the ball, and he's not going to get a pass off. That's a sack for Shaq Lawson, and just a poorly designed play right there. A couple of receivers running into each other, about everyone in the same spot. Yeah, that had no chance of working. Oh, Jabril Cox. He needed to make that tackle in open space. That could have been his tackle for a loss. Ooh, that was dangerous. Josh Allen wanting to go to Dalvin Cook a little bit too much. Nearly got intercepted. Third down. Allen, watch out. Oh, wow. Malik Harrison is having his way with the Bills offensive line today. Keep your eye on that matchup because it's been pretty one-sided so far. Boston Scott, deep in his own territory, returns the punt to the 14-yard line. Scott, who is primarily a punt returner at this point, trying to find his way into getting snaps on this team with Lynn Dixon suddenly becoming a superstar at the running back position. This is Jakeem Grant, and Jakeem Grant, a man who hasn't exactly been too explosive in the last couple of weeks. We got to find ways to get him involved, find ways to get him in open space. And you know who else we need to find? Deandre Hopkins. Third down and 1. We passed the ball again. This time it's a first down. Tate 5 for 6 passing, just that one interception, that one big boo-boo on his resume today, and hopefully we continue to pile up the completions and not the interceptions. We can continue giving Tate the confidence to sling this rock around, find DeAndre Hopkins, and unlock the passing game that has been dormant so far in this 2021 season, as it's going to be an RPO. It's Dixon trying to slice his way through this Bills defense. Not going to get much. Time is not going to continue to chew. Timeout by the Dolphins, and that check down is not going to help us try to get the first score of this game with now 30 seconds left in the first half. No huddle for Tate, who immediately fleets the pocket. He's going downfield, and he's got Lynn Dixon at the receiver position. The rookie split out wide, and he makes the catch, and the Miami Dolphins get the first points of the game. Finally. It feels like both teams have been moving the ball every single time they get it. A couple of first downs, but no one could, for whatever reason, get a field goal or a touchdown on the board. And finally, we have some points in this game. Both these teams are two of the better defensive teams in this league, so it's not too much of a surprise, especially with it raining. That is 0-3 with 1 second left. At the same time, though, you expect some more points on the board as Allen's lost the ball. Hold on just a second. Oh, wow, that was nearly a game changer. The Bills trying to get sneaky with a screen pass, and we nearly had a 0-10 score going into halftime. Instead, it's going to be the Miami Dolphins getting the ball with that 3-point lead, which in a way almost feels insurmountable. This is, You know, definitely a different game than the one we played in the playoffs. More like the Week 15 game we played in the regular season. And that one was a low-scoring game throughout. Came down to a last-second Josh Allen drive, throwing to Dawson Knox, getting a late touchdown, and that ended up winning the Bills that game. This time it's the Miami Dolphins who seem to be making the right plays at the right time, and it's DeAndre Hopkins who is lit up for the first time this season. Double me is activated on DeAndre Hopkins, who has been getting the ball a lot in this game. He has to be satisfied with his role as we continue to run this ball to the 12. It's John Smokey Brown, the former Buffalo Bill, getting the sweep, getting the gain of 4, and we have 2 players on fire. It's Dixon on fire and DeAndre Hopkins. Which X Factor do we choose here on 3rd down and 4? Well, we're looking for Hopkins on the fade. He makes the catch, but not both feet in bounds. Oh, D-Hop, he makes the catch over Levi Wallace, but I believe only got 1 foot in bounds. We ended up settling for our 2nd field goal of the game, up and good by Joey Sly, but 2 field goals is trumped by 1 touchdown and a PAT, and that's why you don't feel good about just having 2 touchdowns on the board. Ooh, Caden Stearns. Oh, Dalvin Cook's going to win that battle right there, but not one you want to even have. You don't want to have that battle with Caden Stearns, because not only does he win those battles, he'll win the war as well, and Dalvin Cook may not be able to play in those battles. He is down on the ground holding his leg. Definite concern as Phillip Lindsay is in the game, and Ryan Switzer's got the big 3rd down conversion. The Bills traded for Phillip Lindsay right at the start of this season as a potential insurance for a Dalvin Cook injury. Oh, Lindsay's not even going to make that catch. We does Malik Harrison, who had a beat on that ball. Oh, good win. It's not going to count, but what a catch it was. It's just going to be an incompletion, though. 3rd down and 10 for Allen. He's muffing it, and it's incomplete, intended for Sammy Watkins. Allen is starting to look a bit rattled out here. Those big 3rd down and long conversions that were being made earlier by the Bills, well, you're not going to get too many of those. Eventually, this Dolphins defense is going to lock in, and the problem for the Bills is they just have too many of those 3rd down and longs, which has been a problem for our Dolphins team so far this season, finding ourselves in a lot of 3rd down and longs and not converting them. And I believe we entered this game with like 3 3rd down conversions for the entire season. We'd like to have one here, and we're going for it all to Hopkins. Oh, Tate. Oh, Khalil Tate. He missed them. That might have been a touchdown. Instead, the Dolphins punt the ball away. Khalil Tate for the 2nd time this season, missing out on DeAndre Hopkins, as this is Josh Allen going downfield, and that's going to be intercepted by Bryce Hall. Oh, man. Josh Rosen's sitting on his couch right now like, should have never traded me. But of course, Josh Allen's in a pretty solid situation in his own right, being in Atlanta with the Falcons, who are one of the top teams in this league. Meanwhile, for Khalil Tate, I mean, this is his show now. He's got to figure out how to run it at some point. It's 3rd down and 18, and a safe play call here by the Dolphins, just handing it off, making sure there's no safety being called right here. Just punt this ball, get it out of your own end zone, and hopefully the defense can help us out here, because the Bills are going to get the ball in great field position here late in the 3rd quarter, with the Bills still scoreless, but 1 touchdown opens this game completely open for the Buffalo Bills. Malik Harrison doesn't want to hear any of that, as that screen pass is going to go over Phillip Lindsay. Dalvin Cook still missing in action. 3rd down and 23. Allen's leaving the pocket, trying to buy as much time as he can. Now throwing, and that's caught over Baker. It's Marquise Goodwin, who has been making great catch after great catch, but that's just short of a 1st down. And on 4th down, it's a handoff, and it's not going to work. Yelled and shut down by Derek Brown inside. DeAndre Hopkins immediately getting a 1st down and a gain to the 39-yard line. Now, oddly enough, I've been dissing our taking field goals all game. A field goal would be more than fine right now. 2nd down and 6. It's DeAndre Hopkins again, who is proving to be unguardable. Put the Dolphins at the 24-yard line. Lynn J. Dixon tackled down. Decent gain. Clock is running. 2nd down and 8. Tate's got time. He's looking for Hopkins again. Oh, DeAndre didn't get both feet in bounds. Oh, that was such a great route, such a great throw, but it's just going to be incomplete. 3rd down. The Bills trying to bring the heat. Tate still has the time. He's looking for Hopkins. Oh, DeAndre cannot make the catch. The fellow superstar Tre'Davious White absolutely blanketed him. Oh, off the upright and no good. No 2-possession lead for the Miami Dolphins. And the door is still left open for the Buffalo Bills to, now we'll call it, steal this game. Oh, ball on the ground and picked up by Derek Brown again. Oh, the big fella wasn't agile enough. We have to make sure that was a fumble, which it was not, so we'll not worry about that. We'll just move on to a big 3rd down and 6 now with 5.5 minutes left in the game. It's Marquise Goodwin who continues to be the main receiver for this Bills offense underneath. It's Ryan Switzer. That's going to count as a fumble out of bounds. You know who forced that fumble. It was Caden Stearns. Interception. It's Jason Verrett. Inside, Verrett with the ball in near midfield. That's going to be the way that Bills drive ends, and the Miami Dolphins offense enters the field with a chance to chew up some clock and potentially put this game away. 2nd down. Oh, this is in traffic and kicked around and incomplete. 3rd down and 15. Just got to protect the ball in this situation for Tate and the boys. Got to let it go for Gesicki. Flag on the field, and it's going to be defensive pass interference. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle in coverage there, couldn't keep up with the tight end. That puts the Dolphins in again. Field goal range. Granted, the Dolphins make a field goal or try to go for a touchdown here. Just don't fumble the ball, Lin J. Do not fumble the ball, Lin J. Keep that thing 2 hands tight. 1st down Miami. Clock is chewing. We're running that ball. We're taking this thing to the 2-minute warning unless the Bills call a timeout, which they do not. They preserve all 3 timeouts. It's going to be a 2nd down and 12 out the 2-minute warning, and we're keeping that ball on the ground. No way we pass the ball in this situation. We run the ball, and we make this a 2-possession game. Do not fumble. We bring Kalen Ballage in because, you know, we're not going to trust Lin J. Dixon again after he's fumbled the ball twice. The Bills still holding on to all their timeouts here, oddly enough. I guess they're betting on the Dolphins to miss a field goal here. Now might as well be their last Hail Mary shot, I suppose, as we are going to take this clock literally all the way down, the most we possibly can. 1 second left. The Bills actually call a timeout here to ice the kicker, so they're truly putting all their eggs in one basket here to see if Joey Sly can make this field goal. Not a bad bet. Joey Sly has been inconsistent, but this time he bangs it home. 9-0. That's 2 possessions of a lead for the Miami Dolphins, and only 31 seconds for the Bills to make something happen. You gotta get a field goal, gotta get a touchdown, doesn't matter what order. You make sure you get out of bounds and don't get sticky like Philip Lindsay, or else you end up in a sticky situation. Here comes the blitz, and Allen just gets it off, but it's inbounds once again, which is perfect for us. Blitz again, and this time Allen's not gonna get rid of it. And guess who came in on that blitz? Jabril Cox. Yes, on the final play of the game, Jabril Cox gets his sack, his tackle for loss, whatever you want to call it, to get him his development trade upgrade. And the Miami Dolphins hang on at home to take down the Buffalo Bills in, well, a weird 0-9 game that continues to keep up with the trend of a weird 2021 season for our Miami Dolphins. I gave you guys the pregame that we could try to normalize things today. We did anything but normalize this season, but it's 4-0. And once again, I'm just going to keep on giving this post-game speech. You just can't complain about the results when you're 4-0, I suppose. But, I mean, hey, getting a win against the Bills is definitely good for us, definitely good for our egos, I suppose. There was a lot of things we did right. There's a couple of things we did wrong. The fumble in the red zone. The interception was just totally stupid. Like, honestly, Deandre Hopkins has a superstar ability of red zone threat, and I was just trying to test it. I was like, all right, D-Hop, like, you got your frustrated receiver thing going on. Let's see if we could just throw you up a ball, and that was just not the move. So we'll not do that again. Fumbling the ball, that's up to Lin J. Dixon to not fumble. I think he's fumbled like 3 times this season. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. Boston Scott might actually need to get a couple more carries, but otherwise, man, the defense played pretty well, man. Like, I feel like the Bills were, you know, a bit conservative that game. They didn't really open up the deep passing game too much. But at the same time, our defense kind of did the job for the most part and, you know, helped us out there. I feel like we could have scored more points in the game. We missed a field goal, blew 2 red zone opportunities. So, you know, there's obviously always room for improvement. But, you know, good game, good game. So, we start off with the Taylor Bennett sports reporter talking to us for whatever reason. After this little rundown, I'm going to show you guys our contract situation as far as who our free agents are and who we are going to be looking at re-signing, including Jerome Baker, who is going to be a free agent. Well, not if we can do anything about it. We're definitely going to try to re-sign Jerome Baker, and you guys can see who else is going to be a free agent, and maybe give some suggestions in the comment section as far as who we should re-sign. Jabril Cox, start development. Congratulations, buddy. You almost didn't get it. Yeah, you're pretty dang close to not getting it because honestly, man, I wasn't too focused on Jabril Cox's development trait. It wasn't something I was trying to chase during the game. I was just trying to make sure we got the win. And once we had that thing kind of secured, I was like, all right, we're sending blitzes for the rest of the game and trying to get the Jabril Cox's sack. And it ended up working for us, thankfully. So we are definitely going to be re-signing Jerome Baker to a long-term contract. He is a big piece of this Dolphins defense. Him and Raekwon McMillan, you know, their overalls don't even say like the amount that they positively impact our defense. So having both those guys under contract now is Jerome Baker resigns is definitely big. As far as the rest of these guys, man, I'm not too sure how many of these guys are getting contracts out here. But one guy that definitely we need to work with is Ricardo Allen. Even though, you know, he is about to be on the wrong side, be 30 years old next season, he is a superstar X Factor. We did trade for him, and you know, we definitely would like to have him around for another season or two, right? Because, like, even if he does regress, it's probably not going to be too bad. It's still going to be good enough to where we can have him. At the right price, of course. We're not going to break the bank for this guy, but I'll try to give him a little bit more than what Madden is telling us to, which was not a good idea. So, yeah, I believe that was the second time I tried to offer Ricardo Allen a contract. So that means we only have one more chance of signing Ricardo Allen. So that's going to be interesting. As far as the rest of these guys, Olivier Vernon, I'm not too sure we're going to offer him a contract even. Verrett, for the second time this CFM, we're probably not going to be re-signing Verrett. We're going to send him into free agency. So now we are going to look at some division standings and some season stats, and then we will end this video off. A long one. A long post game here. We're going to do a little bit of everything. We're looking at the AFC South where you see what the Colts are up to. That division has been pretty much dominated by the Colts. No one's really even, you know, sniffed over 500 in that AFC South. The AFC East, obviously an ultra competitive division, as well as the AFC West, and that continues to stand this season, though the Dolphins in a decent control of the AFC East right now. You see the South. It's pretty much been the Falcons in the NFC South so far in this entire CFM. That continues. The NFC East has been quite the battle every time, every year. The NFC West is the complete opposite of a battle. It's who is the best of the worst, which right now is the 49ers with 2-2 on top of the division. The only team in that division with a win, which is a mystifying stat. Now, if you want to hear us talk bad about our own team, this is where we have a good start. The passing stats, where Khalil Tate, I believe, is 32nd amongst 32 quarterbacks in passing yards and all that stuff. So we'll just move on to the running stats right now. Because Lynn-J Dixon's having a pretty fine season, even though we didn't really break out that game. Lynn-J Dixon, you know, especially after that Cleveland game, definitely doing solid for himself. Checking out the receiving stats where it looks like CeeDee Lamb is prospering in the Texans' high passing offense. They got, Will Fuller up there as well. Deandre Hopkins, not too high right now. We'll work on getting D-Hop where he should be as one of the top receivers in the league. I believe we got to a good start. He had about 100 yards today and probably could have had more. Honestly, man, we missed a deep ball to him. We missed a corner route in the red zone to him. So D-Hop had 100 yards and it could have been more. So we'll keep on working on that. As far as the defensive stats, man, get ready to see Caden Stearns just about everywhere. He is in there in tackles. He's in there for interceptions. He's in there for forced fumbles. So, yeah, a lot of Caden Stearns out here. You saw Chase Young is leading the league in sacks right now. You got Jerome Baker, who led the league in tackles last year. He's up there again. More Caden Stearns, man. Like, Caden Stearns is not only a revelation for our Dolphins, he's a revelation for the entire league, as you guys can see. Even in deflections, man, the guy does it all. And as far as forced fumbles, how about the Miami Dolphins having two guys leading the league in forced fumbles? Of course, Caden Stearns, and then Jerome Baker, who has that strip specialist superstar ability that is really coming in handy for us. Baker has forced 3 fumbles, including that fumble forced on Josh Allen on the final play of the first half today. So keep your eye on Jerome Baker forcing fumbles as well. So that's going to do it for today's video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw. Subscribe for more Madden 20 gameplays, and I'll catch you guys next time.